What's up, folks? Alaska Pianist here, Weekly Discoveries Day. And I'm gonna do an old school one, alright? So I'm gonna show you the records straight on my phone, like I used to do, alright? So, first record of the week, I listened to the Velvet Underground and Nico, you know, classic, classic album. Uh, man, you got this record. It was not the first time listening to it, I must admit it, but I gotta say, man, it sounds a lot different since the first time that I listened to it. So that being said, I know why so many bands got influenced by this record, and dude, I understand it, but still, it's not that kind of sound that I'm looking for. You know, it's awesome. You got songs like Sunday Morning, I'm Waiting for the Man, Venus in Furs, man, and they are bangers, completely bangers. And your European Sun is also a great song. I'm just popping this one right out. And this is a folk psychedelic record, I guess, and you know it has its moments, it has its high moments, it has its low moments, but in general, man, if you're into music, you probably should listen to this record, man. It makes no harm. It's a good record. Uh, okay, I gotta say, let me. All right. Next up, it's from a band called Tom Thumb, you know, and the record it's called Ludgate Hill. You know, here it is, the album cover. Man, I gotta be honest, this is more garagey, strange stuff going on. Um, I don't know how I found this record, man, but I give it a shot. You know, it has a couple of songs that I enjoy. Ichi Tairo, the first song. If I Were a Carpenter and Ludgate Hill are some good songs, man. This is from New Zealand, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. At least it was released by HMV by New Zealand. So, yeah, a good record, man. Next up, The Loot with singles A's and B's. This was remastered from 2005. Check it out. Man, this is more garagey rock, garage rock, garage pop rock, if I can say so, man. It was released in the 66. Of course, the 2005 version was released in 2005. That happens. This is all singles, so they will sound good and great as you got songs like She's a Winner, Baby Come Closer, I'm Just Gonna Love You. It's easy rock listening, easy listening rock music and garage. So if you're fond of this genre, you will probably enjoy this. Man, it it's 60s all the way, so that's really really good, because the other record from Velvet Underground and also Tom Thumb, it smells like 60s all over the place. This one also smells like 60s all over the place. And now I'm gonna give you the wild card for the week. It's from a band called Ashra. And the record is called New Age of Earth. Dude, aliens, alien space travel, visions, all kind of crazy shit going on. And this, my friends, is an ambient record, an ambient album. You know, it's trippy with the synthesizers and all crazy stuff happening, but not wild. This is a slow record, and you gotta pay attention, you know. And I must say, I listened to this record because I was listening um, to a lot of Blood Incantation, you know, Time Wave Zero, and Absolute Elsewhere. I was listening to a lot of Blood Incantation. Actually, this week I listened to the whole discography of them, you know, uh, chronologically in order, you know, because I saw an interview from Paul, the lead singer and guitar player of Blood Incantation, and he said it all connects, you know. And yeah, I give it a shot. Let me hear it. And yeah, yesterday was Blood Incantation Day, so I think I'm not gonna be listening to some death metal or metal bands that like to go to other places for some while, I guess. Also, man, I will come back to the Ashra record. Let me focus here on the Blood Incantation stuff. Uh, Blood Incantation are kinda of that bands that I will be listening to for one reason. They're just not one thing, you know. And one thing that really bores me in metal at the moment, it's that you gotta sound like that to be that band, you know, or to fit in this genre so you can play this festival that only has this kind of bands. And these guys, man, they are all over the place. They released an ambient record, you know. They put synths on their music and they fly away, man. I don't know, man. It's really cool stuff, and I'm really fond of their sound. Back to the Ashra, man. Really cool. Uh, really cool band. I was really happy that I listened to this, and it was one of the first records that I listened to this week. And yeah, you know, it's just gave it, you know, just gave a lot of positive and positive thoughts after all and overall. Sorry, and man, I during while I was listening to the record, you know, I my mind traveled to some great places, you know, and that was really good for me because from that places I could make some decisions, musical decisions that if all comes together, I will be talking about it in a future video. So yeah, man, listen to the damn record. It's only 4 songs, so I'm not gonna name drop nothing. Next up, this sounds like Sonic Youth at the Garage Rock Sun. And the band is called the Murder City Devils. And the record is called Empty Bottles, Broken Hearts. They have a knife on there. You know? Man, you got songs like Dancing Shoes, Another Round on You, Every Shitty Thing. Why I'm saying this sounds like Sonic Youth? Because it's strange. Some melodies are way off and weird, like Sonic Youth does. But they are garagey and punk because the feeling and the attitude towards the music, man, it's just that, you know. And it's really cool. I didn't knew the band. This record was released in '98, man. I was 4 years old when this came out because it was released on September, you know. And dude, straight up banger, man. Really cool. Didn't knew the band. And oh right, they have a song, sorry, called Johnny Thunders. I think you should listen to Johnny Thunders. It's a great song. And to finish this, I have two more records. One record is called Frontier Ballads from Pete Seeger. If you're into folk and you like banjo, this will probably be your cup of tea. You got Cumberland Gap, Ox Driver Song, and yeah, I like this one. No Irish Need Apply. Man, this is a folk record. 27 songs. It's a folk record, man. It's protest. It's, you know, it has that feeling to it, that working class feeling to it. And yeah, this is really, really cool. I really digged it. It was the first time listening to Pete Seeger, Seeger or Seeger, I don't know how to fucking say this, but he's dead. All right. And I found this because of Complete Unknown from the movie that talks about Bob Dylan. So, yeah, this week I kind of listened to a lot of Bob Dylan as well. And I'm gonna bring you one of the records that I was not expecting this at all, but I gotta mention. Kaleko Urdangak. They released an EP, 4 songs only, and the EP is called Hariaheten Esdarin. I don't know how to pronounce this, so sorry, Kaleko. Love you, man. Love you. It's a punk record, punk rock and roll, oi record, man. It's anthem after anthem, a lot of times, a lot of most part of the songs, man, you feel like you're in a stadium shouting and singing with the crowd to your fucking team. It's beautiful, man. I was just listening. I was listening to the record. I was preparing dinner, and I noticed myself doing this while listening. I was really, really, thankful for this record, man, for this EP. I love Kaleko Urdangak. I love their energy. I love the sound to it, man. They're evolving to other places, and it's really cool for a band to do this. But when a rock and roll punk band starts sounding more like a Noi band, but never losing the punk and the rock and roll vein, they're doing it. Skinhead rock and roll all the way up. This is great stuff, man. Kaleko Urdangak, I really love their sound. I really love what they're doing. So yeah, and I guess this is it for this week. Next week I will bring you some stuff, some new stuff or older stuff. I don't know, but I will bring you some stuff. All right, folks. Have a nice day, and yeah. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Don't cry because tomorrow is working day, but fuck this shit. We'll work with a smile on their face and a lot of anger. Right? Cheers.